On the markets, there's plenty of red ink. I think people are worried about what's going to happen this weekend. We're going to be looking at the banks and their investments, how they're doing, are they shaky, who's going to lend them money. That could be the scenario this weekend, and the market does not like it. Dow's down at 400 points. Look at the losers on the Dow Industrials. Morgan, American Express, Goldman, banks down today. Ouch. Look at this. Hispanic voters are now outpacing non-Hispanic voters in 6 states. On your screen: California, Nevada, Arizona, Texas, Florida, and New York. Daniel Garza here. Can you explain why the surge in Hispanic voting, Daniel?
Well, look, I think there's a lot of factors as to why we're seeing this, but mainly it's because I think Latinos are just sick and tired of bad outcomes and bad policy. And frankly, I think the fever has broken with the sort of neglect that the center-right had with the Latino community. They are now connecting on the issues. They see alignment on economic opportunity, on empowering parents, on education, on energy abundance, on making sure that Medicare for all, led by government systems and bureaucrats, is not the way that we're going to receive healthcare. So, I think all these things are sort of contributing bad outcomes, but also what are the good policies and who are the champions of good policy is resonating with Latinos.
Can you tell me how the Hispanic community feels in general about all the illegals coming into America? What, 2 million in the last year? How do they feel about it?
Well, look, I don't know of any people in any nation that are not concerned about their border. The border is not a space where you play woke games or you practice woke experiments. Lives are at stake when we're talking about cartel, when we're talking about smugglers, the narco traffickers, those who would do harm to America and Americans. They want a balanced approach of making sure that we have border security that is effective and efficient, that we have courts that can adjudicate people quickly and let them know if they qualify for asylum or refugees or not. And then, of course, we need legal channels, to address market forces and labor demand. All this can be done, but this administration seems hell-bent on losing control here and not giving the needed adequate attention at our borders. And I think it's causing a lot of strife within the Latino community, and they're rejecting it.
Okay, what would the Hispanic community say about sending the U.S. military inside Mexico to go after the cartels? What would be the response of the Hispanic community to that?
I don't know if that would be too provocative. And, obviously right now, López Obrador is not playing ball. The Republicans had made has sent a message this week to Mexican President López Obrador he seemed committed to worsening the border crisis by refusing to address binational solutions to alleviate the situation. Sending the military, I think, would just escalate the situation. So I think it goes for this administration, too. To ignore the situation at the border is not a good thing. But I think, cooler heads can prevail here. But we need binational talks that are effective and efficient here. And how we get there is going to require a willingness to do it.
Yes, a willingness to do it. Got it. Daniel Garza, thanks for being here, sir. We appreciate it. I hope we see you again soon. All right.
Pleasure.